Hello all, it's me Ash again. I'm going to go ahead and start off with the makeup look since that's where I tend to start. This challenge was Hogwarts houses. I decided to do Hufflepuff since in my last video, for those of you who did watch it, I did Slytherin last week, so I decided to do a different house, different color scheme than what I would typically put on my face. And I think it turned out pretty well. I think it turned out really, really well. I actually did a good cut crease for the first time ever in doing makeup. And those of you who watched my first video know that makeup is not my strong suit. Though the look did come out really, really good, the process was, well, you guys watched the process, those of you who watched that first video. So, since I did not receive any questions on my previous video, I'm going to go ahead and tell you guys about my weekend. On Thursday, I was rendered completely clear and taken out of my personal quarantine that I had been placed under by my doctor. I was under a 2-week quarantine. I finally tested negative enough times to be able to come out of that quarantine, and I was able to finally be around people for the first time in basically 2 weeks. So I went to the only place that I could think of that I could go on Saturday, and that was to my church with my mother, where we set up our the live stream for my church, the church that I do attend. We live stream the services both Sunday mornings and Sunday evenings, and my mother and I are both part of that team, as is my aunt and my cousin and a bunch of people that I've known for a very, very long time. So Saturday, I went with my mother to set this up, and I spent most of the day Sunday with her working on the streams. The morning service went really well. Then we went back to her place and had lunch. It was great to just get to hang out with my mother. I love my parents. I really, really do. I think they're some of the greatest people in the world. And then we went to the evening service, and after the evening service, we recorded a musical group that's part of the church. We recorded them singing so that we won't have too many people in next week's service. So things went well. Things were great. I really, really enjoyed spending time with my mother and spending time with people from my church. But it's not exactly the 100% healthiest thing for me whenever I do spend time with these people, because one, my mother and father they know about me, they know about my name change, my gender, my sexuality, and they're really cool with that. They're really cool with that, and I love my parents a lot, and a lot of it is because of that. They do support me no matter what. However, they are still, I only came out to them like 3 months ago or so they're still struggling with the name. Well, my dad's still struggling with the name, but he's trying. He's doing a really, really good job, and he's trying. My mother, and I know I've mentioned in previous videos that she isn't really a fan of all of this, though she still does support me, she still does love me and all of that kind of stuff. But my mother has basically chosen to ignore the fact that I would like to be called by a different name, that I would like to use they, them pronouns, that all of this kind of stuff. And also, the other reason why it's not exactly the healthiest thing mentally for me is because I am unwilling to come out to my church at this time. And the reason being is I know what kind of church it is. I know how the majority of the people in the church believe. I've been in this church my entire life. I know the beliefs. I know them really, really, really well. Really well. I love these people. I've grown up with these people. These are fantastic, wonderful, fabulous, beautiful people. They are monumentally important to me. But I know that when I come out to them, they are going to tell me that I am simply confused and that I should seek counseling, and then they will provide me with said counselor in the church, and it will be a requirement for me to see said counselor or be re-kicked out of the church. Yes, I've already been kicked out of this church once, and that is a story for another video. So I haven't told them. So I essentially spent the entire weekend as my old self. Yeah, I had fun. Yeah, it was great getting to see people that I haven't gotten to see in a long time. Getting to work with cameras, like proper cameras, and the live stream software and the live stream hardware and all of that. It was such a great thing to be able to go back. My knowledge of lighting was able to be used to make the picture look as good as we could make it. Granted, it was still a church and not a streaming studio, not a video studio, so the lighting was not the best, but I was able to help with all of this stuff, and I do really appreciate that I do get to help with this kind of stuff. It was great. However, it is still very, very difficult for me whenever I hear my birthday. It's very difficult for me when I know that everybody around me, because they just don't know, they use she, her pronouns for me, and that's just, it grates on me. And so it's just, I get to the point where I just want to put on headphones and just kind of forget the fact that I'm even there. And that's just, yeah. So thank you for listening to my sob story. Thank you for subscribing, those of you who have subscribed. If you have caught this video and you have not yet subscribed, please do subscribe. I post videos every single Monday. Currently, due to the situation, I might post more than just once a week. But once everything does actually get going and everything like that, once I'm go back to work and stuff like that, I will be posting every Monday. I will try to do a new makeup look every week, but I may not be able to do that. As I mentioned in previous videos, I am allergic to a lot of the stuff in the makeup, so I can't leave it on for too long, and I can't do makeup on consecutive days. So, yeah, so please like this video, subscribe, please, 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 please. Leave any questions that you might have down in the comment section below. As normal, I will be linking the Instagram post of this look in the description down below. If you would like to check that out, please follow me on Instagram. I am going to be posting more on Twitter, hopefully, in the next few weeks, and I will start linking that down below to do that. So I really do appreciate all of you. I will be posting a special video later on this week, so be looking out for that. It's a special collab video that I did with all of my friends at the Brown Sugar Cabaret, a wonderful burlesque group that I've been a part of for a number of years. And thank you all. Have a good week, and bye.